are the reactors. I'm Abrielle.
I'm Mario.
And I'm Sandy.
I almost said it.
Okay.
So we're going to continue our journey with NF. This song is How Could You Leave Us? And I'll just let y'all...
Is it just me or the laptop's really far?
That better?
Much better.
Okay. How Could You Leave Us by NF.
I bet it's by his mom or something. Huh?
You're going to have to find out, Sandy.
Okay.
Could you leave so unexpected? We waited for you, but you're just that way. You needed me, I needed you. Yo, I don't know what it's like to be addicted to pills, but I do know what it's like to be a witness to kills. Mama told me she loved me. I'm thinking this isn't real. I think of you when I get a whiff of that cigarette smell. Yeah. Welcome to the bottom of hell. They say pain is a prison. Let me out of my cell. You say you proud of me, but you don't know me that well. Sit in my room, tears running down my face, and I yell into my pillowcases. Say you coming to get us, then call a minute later just to tell us you're not. I'm humiliated. I'm in a room with a parent that I don't barely know. Some lady in the corner watching us while she's taking notes. I don't get it, mom. Don't you wanna watch your babies grow? I guess pills are more important. All you have to say is no, but you won't do it, will you? You gon' keep popping till them pills kill you. I know you're gone, but I can still feel you. Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? I got this picture in my room and it kills me. But I don't need a picture of my mom, I need the real thing. Now a relationship is something we won't ever have. But why do I feel like I lost something that I never had? You should have been there when I graduated. Told me you love me and congratulations. Instead you left us at the window waiting. Where you at, mom? What you young to understand? Where you at, huh? Yeah, I know them drugs that got you held captive. I can see it in your eyes, they got your mind captured. Some say it's fun to get the high, but I am not laughing. And what you don't realize and what you're not grasping, that I was nothing but a kid who couldn't understand it. I ain't gonna say that I forgive you cause it hasn't happened. I thought that maybe I'd feel better as time passes. If you really cared for me the way you acting. Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? Our last conversation, you and I sat in the living room talking about my music, and I brought you something to listen to. You started crying, telling me this isn't you. A couple weeks later, guess you were singing a different tune. You took them pills for the last time, didn't you? They took you from us once, I guess they came back to finish you. Crying my eyes out in the studio is difficult. Music is the only place that I can go to speak to you. It took everything inside of me not to scream at your funeral. Sitting in my chair, that person talking was pitiful. I wish you were here, mama, but every time I picture you, all I feel is pain. I hate the way I remember you. They found you on the floor. I could tell you felt hollow. Gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. You gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. Don't know if you hear me or not, but if you're still watching, why? Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? should have been here. Pills got you right. And pills got you right. Wish you were here.
Thanks a lot, Ariel.
Wow.
Yikes. That hits hard because not because I have any substance abuse or anything in my family or anything like that. It's just like, watching that and just knowing, and Miriam, being a daughter and stuff. I mean, you don't have kids yet or anything, but your parents are great parents, and we try to be the best parents we can be. And watching that, I just can't.
Yeah. I know, it's hard to imagine, like, what he went through and, just as a mom. Imagine, you need to put yourself, like, what if that was my son?
Right. I could never. And, it's unfortunate because the substance abuse took her over.
Yeah.
Like, she could have tried. You don't know. But it just takes over, and they don't,
But he's a kid, so
He's a
how is
kid.
he supposed to understand this and
doesn't.
process it? And
So sad.
then it's too late, and
I mean,
she's gone.
this is a mom who makes my son, who's 18, I still make his lunches every day.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because I want him to eat good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. He's spoiled. But, like, and I watch, and it's just so sad.
Well, no, I feel that. Like, I'm 26 and my mom, I'm, like, literally still, like, a freaking 5-year-old. Like, my mom does a lot of things for me. And I can't imagine, like, not having my mom around. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like sometimes, obviously, I mean, we really don't know his mom's circumstances or whatever
Right.
it was and how she got into stuff and all that stuff. But I feel like sometimes, like, that stuff takes over you and you don't even know it
Right.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, you're in it and you're like, oh, it's just like, oh, it's just pain relief. It's just pain relief or whatever. A little, like, you don't even realize within, like, a span of even just 5-6 hours, you're already, like, getting addicted to it because you're like, oh, wait, I don't feel the pain. Let me eat more. Let me eat more. And I just feel like, I don't know, like, I don't know how him as a kid even
Yeah.
processed that, knowing that his mom, he lost his mom to pills, and it wasn't like, it wasn't like a natural death or it wasn't like a natural something. It was
A choice she made.
It was a choice she made. It was
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
negligence on her part towards her kids.
Yeah. And as, like, a kid and someone who doesn't struggle, like, and if you don't struggle with addiction like that, it's easy to be like, well, why couldn't you just say no? Why couldn't you just stop?
Yeah.
Like, obviously there's more underlying than that, but, like, as a kid, he's like, well, why couldn't you just say no? Why'd you pick the pills over me? And that's a hard question because you can't understand the why behind the pills. Like, obviously she's taking them for a reason. And she's hurting herself. Like, on the inside, she's hurting.
Right.
So, but that's hard to ask a kid to understand.
So, does this depict, like, does he have he has two siblings?
Yeah, he has siblings.
Okay.
I just feel like it kind of goes back to, like, again, drinking addiction too. It's kind of the same thing. Like, you're like, oh, I just need, like, some wine, or I just need, like, a shot or something, and you don't notice it, you're already overdosing, and you're just, like, you're just taking it, and then it's consuming you at one point. And I've heard of this. Obviously, I don't drink or anything, but I've heard of this from, like, very big YouTubers and very big influencers where they're now on their sobriety path, and they are now talking about it and how, like, they would do, like, social event drinking and stuff, but then they didn't notice how fast it turned into, like, almost like an addiction for them.
Yeah.
They didn't know. They were like, we couldn't even, like, fathom how fast it happened. It was just like, oh, I'm tired, I need a drink.
Yeah.
And that's how it starts. It starts from literally nothing till then, like, you're just consumed.
Yeah.
And you're gone then. It's too late.
Real.
I know.
It's crazy.
Wow.
It just leaves you speechless.
Well, it explains him more, too, to me,
Yeah.
where he's coming from with everything.
Yeah, and he did say in this part of his life when he wrote the song that he doesn't forgive her yet. So that's just something to keep in your mind while we go through this journey.
Okay.
As he processes his emotions, and this is just him crying out like, "How could you leave us?" So we'll see as he goes through his songs how he deals with that. So
Ugh, anything with kids in it, it
I
just gets me every time.
I know, Sandy.
Can't. It's hard.
Parents and kids.
I know. I
Gets
can only.
Sandy every time.
You just want to give him a hug, don't you?
Because we just try so hard to be good parents.
Yeah, but like sometimes it's out of your control,
Yeah.
and
That's true.
you try your best, but you can't overcome some of your own personal obstacles.
That's why I'm kind of like, I wonder what like the mom's backstory.
Yeah, what's
was.
hers?
Like,
Yeah.
What even transpired that she was like, I need this. You know what I mean? Like, where did it start? Because again, I watch an influencer, and for her, it started with quite literally painkillers.
Oh yeah, it's
Like
very common.
she had got some surgery or something, something like that, and she was taking painkillers, and then it became a problem.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's doing great now. She has 4 kids. She's living her best life. But like, and like, she'll do like, you know, those like questions on Instagram and stuff, and people will be like, does it ever scare you? Like, you know, when you're sick or something, or when you go through any procedures or whatever it is, and they give you painkillers, does it ever scare you that you're going to relapse? And she's like, no, because now I have kids to look after. My kids need me. She has a special needs son.
Oh, okay.
And she's like, my son needs me. Like, I'm not going to sabotage that.
Yeah.
With my own hands. While knowing I have this family to raise.
Yeah.
But again, it's never in your control. You just never know.
I know.
You just never know when things take over.
Wow.
But isn't this like he's
Oh,
just
okay,
pouring his soul out? And at the end, he was literally in the studio and he was crying.
Yeah, he still sounds so angry, sad.
Yeah. So we're going through the journey. So this is just his journey to process his emotions. So we're going to get everything. And this is his raw, unfiltered emotion at this point when he wrote this.
So does he, this is just like a question, but like, does he have songs where he's writing now and it's more like not about like the story or something, or like how he's overcome it? Does he have like an album? Or...
Well, there is a song called Hope.
Okay.
We are on the journey, so you're gonna go through it.
Mm-hmm.
And there are songs where he's just like, it's not related to his journey, and he's just as a rapper, like just talking about other things.
Yeah.
But most of his songs are connected, and he's writing at a point of his life. So this whole therapy session, it obviously has a theme.
Yeah.
Obviously, it all connects.
Yeah.
But as we get through, his last one is Hope, a song. And there's questions he might be coming out with. People are speculating that he might be coming out with an album soon because he does keep posting cryptid things. So,
okay. Like, I really want to know, does he still have that resentment towards his mom?
well, you're going to have to find out in the song.
I guess we gotta watch the whole thing.
I'm looking forward
You have to
it.
continue the journey to find out what happens.
Okay.
It's called Journey for a reason.
Yeah, there is a journey.
Well, thank you. Really put us in our thoughts, and
Yeah.
and I know, like, this is a real issue.
Yeah.
This is something that happens on a daily basis, around the clock, somewhere in the world. But I hope you guys enjoyed our reaction and just us getting into it. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, like, comment, subscribe.
Bye.